Hi guys, so today's video is a first impressions review of a full face of Ever Bilena and EB Advanced products. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, okay? And do that before you leave. So now, let's begin.
This is the Pro Flawless Finish Foundation. This one is really good. I used the EB Advanced Blend Me sponge to blend it in, and it sunk into the skin super easily. Although the coverage was not much, it was just a very sheer coverage. And then this is the Perfect Eye Concealer. This was also really good, surprisingly. Even though it was in a cream and stick form, it did not get cakey whatsoever. I just applied with a flat synthetic brush and then blended it with the blending sponge and also my fingers. I used the same concealer to highlight the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. Just the usual highlighting of the center of the face. And then blended with the blending sponge. Next, I tried to set my entire face using the Evera pressed powder in Ivory, and I just used the puff that it came with, but it was a disaster. It became super cakey and scaly. It just didn't blend into the skin at all. It was horrible. It ruined the base, and I had to remove it with the sponge and reapply concealer and set with the W7 banana powder. Sorry. Next, I used their eyeshadow palette in brown to do my eye look. So I first used the lightest shade as an all-over base to set the Perfect Eye Concealer on my eyelid. So I also used it as a brow bone highlight. Next, I used the shade that was next to all over my lid just to define it. So I was just going for a neutral everyday brown look. That's why I got the brown palette. I just built it and built it because there was not much pigment coming from it, but it was buildable, and as you can see, the color did show up on my lid. Next, I defined the outer corner using the second to darkest shade. Yeah, that shade. And I blended it with a small crease brush. Then I used the two darker colors that I used on my upper lash line on my lower lash line to define it. Then I just cleaned up the eye look with a clean blending brush. Next, I used their regular eyebrow pencil in chocolate, and this one was terrible. It was patchy and at the same time too creamy and pigmented, and the shade was totally wrong. It was too red and it wouldn't blend into my skin tone. Then I used a brow gel in medium brown, but it looked very black on my skin tone, and also it was very thin and runny that it got so messy, and I had to remove the gel and then redo all of this again at the end before I took some photos. So yeah, and then I curled my lashes and applied the Lash Define Mascara. This was really good. It was able to volumize my lashes, and it did remain waterproof throughout the day with no smudging whatsoever. This is really good, especially the bottom lash mascara that it came with. Look, cute. Love this mascara. Next, I applied powder blush called the Cheek Blush in Raisin, and this was also very good and super easy to blend, and I loved it. Next, I applied liquid lipstick in soft lace and then topped with Jetsetter.
This is the finished look. I do enjoy the overall look that I was able to do using all EB Advanced and Ever Bilena products. However, it really took a lot of work for me to make almost all of the products work, except for the foundation, the Pro Flawless Finish Foundation. This was really super easy to blend. It immediately sunk into my skin and it didn't look cakey at all even after setting. Of course, you all know I love their liquid lipsticks. These are super easy to use, great formula, outstanding formula. I really love these lipsticks. And this blush, this is called the Cheek Blush with UVA UVB protection in Raisin. I really love this blush. This performed like a high-end blush. It's matte, but it was super easy to blend. It was creamy. The powder is a bit chalky when you tap your brush into it, but it's not like it's an eyeshadow, so it doesn't matter if there's fallout, but it did apply super easily onto my cheeks with no effort whatsoever. So this is also a very good product. The eyeshadow palette was not very pigmented, but it wasn't chalky. There was virtually no fallout, but it's just not very pigmented. But with maybe water or your setting spray, you can really bring out the pigment in these eyeshadows if you want to make them more intense. But I didn't have any trouble using it. It performed just as I expected it to perform, so I guess this is an okay product too, especially for the price. The EB Advanced Lash Define Waterproof Mascara. This was really good and easy to use. I did make some smudges, but it was my fault because I was being too careless with it. But this was really good too, especially the bottom lash mascara. The wand is really cute, small, perfect for your bottom lashes. It was really good, easy to use. It made my lashes look really volumized and it kept the curl. This is also very good. So overall, with my entire experiment, I really loved the foundation, the mascara, the blush, and the liquid lipstick. These products perform a lot better than what their price would suggest. So if there's anything I think you should get from Ever Bilena, these are the products that I think you should get. The rest of them, some I really hated. I really hated the powder. The Evera compact powder, I wasn't able to use it because when I used it, it became super cakey and chalky and disgusting. So no, it's not even worth 1 peso. I would throw this out. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not even gonna give it to anyone because I don't think anyone would enjoy using it. I don't know. The eyebrow gel is bad in terms of color and how liquidy it is, but I was able to make it work by wiping the excess product, almost all of the product on the wand. Literally almost all of the product on the wand with a paper towel. I was able to use it easily after that. And I know they won't droop at all throughout the day. But like I said, you have to wipe almost all of the product in the wand because it's super duper wet and liquidy and it kind of gets everywhere. It's really messy. Even if it gets messy, you can just let it dry and remove the smudges with cotton buds. It does work, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you already have it and then you need to work with it. Then that's what I suggest you do. This also performed really well, the Perfect Eye Concealer, but I think it lacked coverage. It didn't have enough coverage for my dark circles, so I wouldn't recommend it if you have super deep set eyes like I do. But if you have normal eyes, like not super deep set and just discoloration, mild discoloration, this is really good. Although it's a stick and it's a cream, it was not dry at all, not cakey at all. Actually, it performed really good. So I guess if I didn't have such dark discoloration on my under eyes, this would be one of my favorites. But I have bad dark circles or just discoloration, so this doesn't make it to my favorites. But it's still a very good product if you, like I said, if you have light discoloration on your under eyes. Okay, so yeah, that's it. That's my video. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope to see you next time. Bye!